Ladies and gentlemen, today my group mates and I will look into the McDonald's coffee case, officially known as Stella Liebeck versus McDonald's restaurant, which has been a well-known court case that took place in the United States in 1994. Stella Liebeck is a 79-year-old woman who purchased a cup of coffee from McDonald's drive-thru. While sitting in the passenger seat of her grandson's car, she attempted to add sugar and cream to her coffee. During this process, she spilled the coffee on her lap, causing severe burns that required medical attention. Liebeck filed a lawsuit against McDonald's, alleging that the coffee was unreasonably hot and that the company failed to provide adequate warning about the potential dangers. There were over 700 documented cases of burns from their coffee before Liebeck's incident, some of which resulted in legal action. She sought compensation for her medical expenses, sufferings, and punitive damages. The case gained significant media attention due to the nature of the injuries and large amount of damages sought.
Order in the court. This is a case of Liebeck versus McDonald. Are both parties ready to begin?
Yes, Your Honor. The plaintiff Stella Liebeck seeks compensation for the injuries she sustained due to the incident at McDonald's.
Your Honor, the defendant Robert McDonald acknowledges the unfortunate event but denies any negligence on McDonald's part.
Very well. Let's begin with the opening statement. Ms. Rick Morgan, you may start presenting your case.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Stella Liebeck ordered a cup of coffee at a McDonald's drive-thru. Little did she know that the coffee she received would cause severe burns, leaving her with physical and emotional scars. We will present to you the evidence that McDonald's was negligent in serving excessively hot coffee, posing a danger to its customers.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we empathize Ms. Liebeck's injuries, but McDonald is not responsible for her misfortune. Our evidence will show that the temperature of the coffee was within the industry standards and that Ms. Liebeck herself was partially responsible for the incident. The lid was not securely fastened when the coffee spilled, leading to her injuries.
Thank you to both of you. Ms. Morgan, please call your first witness.
Your Honor, the plaintiff calls Dr. Baxter to the stand. Dr. Baxter, you are an expert in burn injuries. From your analysis, can you explain the severity of Ms. Liebeck's injuries?
Certainly. According to the report here, Ms. Liebeck suffered third-degree burns over 6% of her body. The burns require extensive medical treatment, including multiple surgeries and rehabilitation. The coffee's temperature at the time of the incident was excessively high, which caused severe burns.
That will be all, Your Honor. Thank you, Dr. Baxter.
Dr. Baxter, did you consider other factors that may have caused Ms. Liebeck's injuries?
Yes, I considered all relevant factors in assessing her burns.
Very well. Did you investigate whether Ms. Liebeck's own actions played a role in the spillage of the coffee?
As a burn expert, my focus was primarily on the severity of the burn themselves. However, I am aware that the lid not being securely fastened could contribute to the burn.
So it is possible that the spillage was not solely caused by the temperature of the coffee but also the lid not being properly secured?
Yes, that is a possibility.
Were you made aware of any warning labels or instructions provided by McDonald's regarding the hot content of their coffee?
Yes, I am aware that McDonald's provide cautionary warning messages on their cups.
Thank you, Dr. Baxter. That's all, Your Honor.
Very well. Let's proceed. Ms. Petrocelli, you may now call your first witness.
Your Honor, the defense calls Robert McDonald to the stand. Mr. McDonald, can you explain the temperature guidelines McDonald's adheres to when serving coffee?
Okay, thirdly, McDonald's follows industrial standards, ensuring the coffee is brewed and served at temperature between 118 to 119 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature is consistent with another establishment to ensure the coffee remains held when sold to customers.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. No further question, Your Honor.
Mr. McDonald's, you mentioned that McDonald's follow industry standards when brewing their coffee. Do you think this following industry standards would cause severe burns to the customers?
Okay, well, the guidelines describe protein, hot coffee as the first choice. We do recognize potential risk. McDonald's put cautionary message on our cups and sleeves, reminding customers to exercise caution due to hot contents.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Let's discuss the incident itself. Can you recall any specific details about the lid of the cup?
Oh, I can now recall the specific detail of the lid, as I was not there during the incident. However, our standard process includes the security the lid tightly before handing it to customers. This step is to ensure the safety of the product, and we will strictly follow industrial standard and safety regulations. We understand that we have a responsibility to the safety of our customers, so we go to a great length to take steps to ensure the safety of our leads.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Your Honor, with your permission, we would like to present the evidence of the cup and lid in the incident.
Granted, Mr. Morgan.
Your Honor, this shows that the lid was defective, which contributed to the spill and subsequent burns suffered by Miss Liebeck. We contend that this further demonstrates negligence in McDonald's part.
Objection, Your Honor. The condition of the lid should have been addressed at the time of the incident, but not during this trial.
Sustained, Ms. Morgan. Please focus your arguments on the facts presented during the incident rather than new evidence.
Of course, Your Honor. I apologize for the confusion. That will be all.
Very well. Let's proceed to the closing statements.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the evidence presented during this trial clearly demonstrates that McDonald was negligent in serving excessively hot coffee and providing a defective lid. Ms. Liebeck has suffered tremendous physical and emotional pain as a result. We urge you to hold McDonald's accountable for their actions. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, although we empathize with Ms. Liebeck, McDonald is not liable for her injuries. The coffee temperature met industry standards and the unsecured lid played a role in the incident. We urge you to review the evidence and make a fair judgment. Thank you.
Thank you to both attorneys, members of the jury. You have heard the arguments from both parties. It is now your responsibility to make a fair and just decision based on the evidence presented. The court is adjourned and you may now begin your deliberation.
The jury awarded Liebeck $200,000 in compensatory damages, which was then reduced to $160,000 since the jury found her 20% at fault. $2.7 million in punitive damages for McDonald's careless conduct, as McDonald's revenue from coffee sales alone is in excess of $1.3 million a day. The trial judge reduced the punitive damages to $480,000. Subsequently, the parties entered a post-verdict settlement.
As you saw, this was a tort case where McDonald's was negligent in their duty of care, breached their duty, and resulted in consequential damages. The decision in the McDonald's coffee case has sparked heated debate and criticism. Many argue that Liebeck's damages were excessive and that she should have accepted personal responsibility for her actions. A closer examination of the case, however, reveals a more complicated viewpoint. It should be noted that Liebeck received third-degree burns that necessitated skin grafts and extensive medical treatment. Her injuries highlight the potential dangers of serving extremely hot coffee. While people should exercise caution, it is reasonable to expect that the temperature of coffee served by a fast food chain would not result in such severe injuries. McDonald's was aware of previous incidents in which hot coffee burned customers. This demonstrates the company's pattern of negligence in maintaining safe conditions for its customers.
To summarize, while the McDonald's coffee case has frequently been quoted as an example of absurd litigation, a closer examination reveals a legitimate concern about product safety and corporate responsibility. The decision to hold McDonald's liable was reasonable, although with some modifications to the damages awarded. It serves as a reminder to businesses that they have a responsibility to prioritize consumer safety and provide adequate warnings about potential risks associated with their products. That will be all from our group. Thank you.